Today is the day. You guys, if you aren't subscribed to me on Snapchat, you don't know anything. And I'm sorry about that. If you are subscribed to me on Snapchat, you're up with what's going on. But for the YouTube fan that's not, today I am going to the cardiologist. There's been a lot going on lately. I've been really worried about my health. It's made me super anxious to the point where I've been the most anxious I've been in a long time. I've had my first panic attack in years, and I had to take a Valium to literally calm down from the panic attack. Like, Saud had to pull off the road and talk to me on the sidewalk, and it was the scariest thing ever. So I've been dealing with low blood pressure, I would say, for like the past 4 or 5 years. It's become my quote-unquote norm, and I haven't really had side effects often. Like, I'll have like on and off moments where like I'll feel lightheaded. I already have to add like salt to my food, and I have to drink like Powerade, Gatorade. I drink the body armors, like the low calorie body armors, because they still have sodium in them. But basically I talked to my doctor because I've been having a lot of symptoms from the low blood pressure. I've been feeling faint. I have been lightheaded. I went to the doctor. I literally had to carry Joy into the house before. Oh yeah, I was on the treadmill for only 15 minutes and I was walking, keep in mind. And then like boom, like I like went to the floor and I text Saud like help me or something, because like I was so weak. You didn't even text that much. He was just like, I'm on the floor. I was so weak, and then he literally piggybacked me into the house and I laid on the floor with my legs elevated for like 10 minutes, and then I was out all day, like out of commission. So basically stuff like that's been happening way too often. I feel like it's gotten in the way of my life. Obviously it's made working out damn near impossible. It's made my day-to-day life harder. I'm anxious now all the time, and all I think about is like, what's wrong? Why is this happening? I went to the doctor, had a nightmare experience with this nurse. I sent my I live by the rule, do not go to a random doctor, only go to your primary care doctor, right? So I sent my primary care doctor a message because like, love him, he's the best, like put Saud on this man, like he is so sweet. And I was like, hey doctor, like I'm feeling XYZ. And then this random nurse calls me and she's like, you need to come in, your doctor's out for a week, but like come see me. And I've never had that happen. Like, I've sent a message and like waited for the doctor to get back to me, but I've never had a nurse be like, you need to come in. So I'm like, that's nerve-wracking. Yeah, so that's nerve-wracking. So I'm like, okay, I need to go see this random nurse. I go in, they take my blood pressure. It's normally like 80/60, which I know is low. It was 90/50. I know nothing about like the top or bottom number, but 50 was all I needed to hear to like freak me out. But before I freaked out, the nurse freaks out. She's like, oh my god, is your blood pressure normally this low? Are you okay? Do you need to lay down? I'll go get you some crackers. Like, I'll go get the nurse. And I'm like, what? I need to lay down now, I think, because I'm anxious. Like, she freaked me out, like had me thinking like they were about to call an ambulance. If something was wrong, that was like the worst thing to actually do. I know, my doctor, when I talked to my doctor, he said even if a patient is bleeding out, like we are supposed to stay calm. Like, she should not have panicked, especially over your blood pressure. Because then the nurse I saw said we see low blood pressure like this all the time. So why did the first girl freak out? Like, is it your first day on the job? But anyway, must have been. So this nurse was so rude. She answered none of my questions. She basically blamed my low blood pressure on my Xanax, which, by the way, you guys, if you don't know, Xanax extended release is the only thing that has kept my anxiety under control, like ever. Like, Xanax extended release has changed my life. It was like last option, but normal antidepressants didn't do it for me. My panic disorder is that bad, okay? This nurse is drilling me. Well, why are you anxious? Why do you have panic attacks? Yeah, why do you have anxiety? Girl, you think nothing caused it? Right? I'm like, good question. You don't think I would have solved it by now? Maybe if I knew. And then she's like, you're telling me nothing triggers your panic attacks? Girl, no. We were driving to our favorite Korean restaurant the other day, and I was like, I can't breathe. Pull over. Like, out of nowhere. Like, nothing causes it. It just happens. And I'm like, first off, I'm not even here for my anxiety. I'm here for the low blood pressure part. She's blaming it. She's like talking shit about my psychiatrist, and I have one of the best psychiatrists in the world. Like, fact, like, homegirl graduated from Harvard. Like, she knows her stuff. She diagnosed you with your thyroid condition before you had your thyroid. She didn't diagnose me, but she was like, I think you have this, you should go get checked. And I did. None of the actual doctors thought something was wrong with my thyroid. They all shoved shoved me off. My psychiatrist was the one, like Saud said, that was like, I think your thyroid needs checked.
Yeah.
So this woman's smart, right? Like, she's probably the only, like, doctor I trust with my life. So anyway, that pissed me off. I left crying. She gave me no answer. She was like, well, I'll contact a cardiologist. Oh, we did an EKG. EKG was good, which gave me a little bit of peace, but I've still been freaking out. Like, what if something's wrong with my heart? So I talked to my doctor. I fill him in. I'm like, that lady was like a nightmare, and he like apologized, but he was like, a couple things could be going on. He wanted me to get checked for sleep apnea. I'm not getting checked for sleep apnea. Would you tell me if I really snored like that?
You don't snore like that. It's like once in a blue moon.
Okay.
You choke on your spit sometimes, but that's like,
I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I have sleep apnea, so I'm not getting checked for that.
I don't think you have that.
He wanted me to get my cortisol levels checked because he's like, it's rare, but like they could be high, like because of stress, and this could all be happening because of stress, which I think it is. Like, I think all of this happened because of stress, because we had been go since Coachella, Kentucky. My sister, I haven't had time to breathe. Like, there's been so much going on.
But you need to get this checked out.
Yeah, so anyway, I didn't get my cortisol levels checked either because I get my blood taken all the time. I was so anxious, had another panic
And it's like
attack.
you're already freaking panicking, so it's like, imagine getting your blood taken right now.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
So anyway, not doing that because I already feel lightheaded. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation to pass out. Anyway, and then the cardiologist. That's where we come to today. So he was like, I want you to get checked for something called POTS because my blood pressure significantly, it's already low. It significantly drops when I go from laying down to sitting, sitting to standing. So that's what he's concerned about. And I'm praying that I don't have POTS. I'm praying that there's nothing wrong with my heart, but I have been anxious every single day leading up to this cardiologist appointment because that one I was not skipping. That is one like I was advocating for. I think it's good to know if my heart's healthy anyway. Like, I just think it's a good thing for everyone to know, like, if their heart is good, healthy. I'm praying nothing's wrong. I'm praying I don't have POTS. I've literally been having panic attacks leading up to today.
I feel like since hearing that that could be something, you just literally haven't been able to do anything.
I haven't been functioning.
Literally anything at all. Because that's like when I realized, like, I didn't think I had Lyme disease, but every time now I think I have Lyme disease, I freak out.
So we're gonna start heading to the cardiologist. I'm gonna bring you guys along. I pray I get answers. I pray that everything's okay, and this was all because of stress, some weird body fluke.
And then everything's back to normal, and then you can live your life. Like,
Yes,
that's all I'm hoping.
That is all I'm praying and hoping for.
Wealth, health, and happiness are like the three things we advocate for and we just always talk about. So like, after this, no more stress.
Yeah.
We go to New York in like literally a day or two. Hopefully everything is good.
Fingers crossed. I literally just got in the car, so I haven't even got to talk to Saud, so I'm talking to you guys and Saud at the same time.
Okay. I literally just asked Jules, I was like, wait, is that like stuck inside of you?
No, ew.
I thought
you
it
think
was.
I would have let them put anything
No,
in me?
that's why I was saying.
Okay, so it went good.
Okay.
It went good. Like, I know I have this on me, but I'm not nervous. Like, you're probably freaking out. I'm not freaking out. Listen and hear me out.
Okay, I'm gonna listen and hear you out.
Everything is good. Like, he said, like, do not walk out of here anxious. Like, this is good. Like, this is a good appointment.
Okay.
Everything looks good. Everything sounds good. He said, like, your symptoms are probably just benign. Like, they're probably just symptoms.
Okay, good.
He said, double the salt. He said,
Oh.
even if you think he said, I know it's probably frustrating, like, because, like, I'm trying to lose weight and stuff, but he was like, double salt, start drinking Gatorade instead of body armor, and then double the Gatorade. It was like, especially when you're working out. Like, I already drink a lot and pee a lot. Like, I gotta double everything.
Man. Okay.
And my heart sounded good. Everything sounded good.
Did you get to hear it?
No.
Oh.
Why would I hear it? You thought he was gonna hand off the little
I
stethoscope
don't know,
to me?
maybe.
Everything sounded good. My EKG was good. Like, everything looks good. He just thinks, like, since I have felt this way and since I'm already there, it's good to, like, be precautious for your future.
Right.
So, he scheduled me for the stress test. Also, my blood pressure was better there than it was the other day, and I think it's because I wasn't as stressed last night.
I think it.
And oddly, I really wasn't that anxious walking in there. Like, because I told him, I was like, my blood pressure was so low and so different sitting to standing. There it wasn't.
I was just
So
putting it
that's
there.
so that's another thing. I gotta carry this everywhere with me.
Oh no, baby. What is this? What is it?
So...
Well, you can't show the other side because it shows
I
a
know.
bunch of stuff.
So basically, like I said, I got scheduled for the stress test. He said, I'm sure it's gonna go good. Like, he thinks I'm fine. He doesn't think there's anything wrong with my heart. But he's like, we might as well do this so you have peace of mind in the long run. And it's good to know. Like, it's good to be preventative for your future and know you're in good heart health. So we're gonna do the stress test the day after we get back from New York. So he's gonna put me on the treadmill, monitor everything. And then I'm also getting an ultrasound of my heart. That's gonna take an hour.
Whoa.
That's gonna be...
Oh, Jules, are you sure? You don't think they go through your throat or something? I don't know.
No, Saud, it's so like lay back in there. Like, it's not even intense. It really isn't.
That's
Like,
good.
he was nice. He was a very nice doctor. So they're just gonna see what my heart looks like to double check, like, hey, everything like looks good in there. Because I told him, I was like, I'm a very anxious person and I'd rather do all of this and know in the long run that I've had my heart checked so I can check that off my list of anxiety.
Yeah, that's,
you know?
Honestly, that is true.
And he understood that, and he was like, I think you're gonna do the stress test. It's gonna be good. He was like, I think you're gonna do the echo, whatever, gram, and I think it's gonna be good because like I wasn't showing any signs of anything and I don't have family history. Like, I told him I do have one uncle with like AFib, but it came out of nowhere. But like, I don't have a family history of like heart disease, anyone dying from like anything heart related. Basically, moral of the story, he's not worried. And
that
he
makes
doesn't,
you not worried.
yeah, and he doesn't think I need to worry. We're just doing this at this point to make sure my symptoms are just like benign and they're nothing. Because there always is a chance it could be like a rare thing, but I don't think
So what
it
is that? Is that like...
Okay, yeah, so
Yeah,
now you
explain.
can't, don't touch it.
I'm not.
So this is a never-ending EKG. So I'm gonna have a never-ending EKG on me for 2 weeks. So every second of the day, there's an EKG going on.
Okay.
So the whole point of this is when I feel my symptoms, when I feel that lightheadedness, click it.
Click it, okay.
And it monitors it, and then I have to write down in this pamphlet
Right.
the time I felt it, check off what I felt.
Ugh.
He said even...
Sorry, that's just like...
Even if I'm
that's
anxious,
crazy.
because my EKG will probably be like,
Moving.
if I'm anxious, it's probably moving. So
And
I
they
have to,
want to know why it moved like that?
so I have to click it.
Question.
Yeah,
So, say you're having a panic attack.
click it.
Click it when it starts, do you click it when it ends?
No, click it when it starts.
And then...
And then I write how long it lasted for.
Right.
So it's anything abnormal. Anxiety, they want to see if my anxiety is related to that, which it was. I already know
right.
it was, and it is.
Okay.
So if I get anxious, like panic attack anxious, not like normal day anxious, I'm gonna click it and I'm gonna write it down. If I feel lightheaded, like I'm gonna faint, I'm gonna click it, I'm gonna write it down. Only problem. Well, I can't get this wet for 24 hours, which is fine. Like, I won't take a shower for 24 hours.
Wait, you can take it off or you can't?
No, this can't come off for 2 weeks.
Okay, so what did you just say right
I can't get it wet for 24 hours.
Why?
Because this is sticky, and this has to stay on.
Dry.
And the problem is, I'm a sweater.
Oh,
And she asked if I'm a sweater because
You
I told her
are.
I work out like 5 to 6 times a week. She was like, you're probably gonna have to go to Walmart and buy like waterproof tape and tape it up so it doesn't come off.
You will literally just be standing and sweating.
Yeah.
Like,
I do. I
it's that
sweat.
bad, guys.
I'm not gonna be able to put my self tanner on. I'm gonna be really pale.
You're gonna be sweating in New York.
I'm gonna be pale for 2 weeks. I'm gonna be sweating in New York so much for my cute pictures. I'm gonna have to try to cover this thing with my hair.
You can. Easy.
Boom.
Easy. Boom.
But for now, this is my little buddy for 2 weeks. That's what I'm gonna call it.
You better watch out. Pi might try to suckle on that or Pudge.
Oh my god, what if they press it? Oh,
Pudge.
right. Default dog pressed.
Yeah.
I think the most annoying thing is carrying this with me.
You got a whole purse with pills, so I mean,
it has
what's
to
the
be
difference?
within 10 feet of me.
At all times.
Yeah. So like, if I work out, I gotta like sit on the ground next to the treadmill. When I like move around the house, I don't know what 10 feet is, so I'ma just move it with me.
You gotta think $5 foot long. Okay, isn't that a thing? A $5 foot long is about yay big, and that's 1 foot. So imagine 10 $5.
So I'm just
foot
gonna
long.
probably hold this thing for 2 weeks, or have it in
You
my
could,
purse.
like put it like in the trunk, like basically.
Yeah, but I feel like that's
this
max length. Like I'm
Yeah.
scared, you know?
Yeah, I get that.
I want
get
it to
that.
be
You want
accurate.
it to be as accurate
Because
as
at
possible.
the end of 2
Boop.
weeks, At the end of 2 weeks, I take this off and I ship it. Goes to
Dude.
California. I don't know, there must be a head honcho in California.
Gotta be. Final boss there.
Anyway, I'm sorry I didn't record footage in there. It just honestly like was not gonna happen. I did another EKG, but yeah, basically.
What if you hit it in your sleep? I feel like you're gonna tear it off in your sleep.
I don't know.
you
I mean, they're
monster.
gonna read it off.
You're gonna be like, ah, in your sleep.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna be paranoid of it falling off. That's what I'm scared of.
I get
Because my
that.
chest sweats.
Yeah. That was like me
lot.
with top surgery. Yo, I was so scared of the tape, and it was the summertime.
I'm so scared this is gonna fall
Hey,
off.
it's only 2 weeks of your time
That-
for
yeah.
a lifetime of peace.
No, I know. I'm not worried about it being on me. I'm worried about it falling off.
Nah, we'll keep it on.
I'm scared I'm
Honestly-
gonna end up duct taped.
Honestly, this week seems like the coolest week. Like it's not like high
That's
80s,
true.
so it's more like rain.
And I won't be working out in New York. I'll be walking a lot, but I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, that's how the appointment has gone. I'll have to keep you guys updated on the results of the stress test and the ultrasound.
I'm happy for you, babe.
Thank you. I feel a lot of peace, and I think it's time for a pink drink.
Oh, I bet.
But alright guys, that is all for this video right now. I will continue to keep you guys updated. I'm very paranoid about this
Dude, I thought
falling
you were
off.
about to
I know
hit
I
it.
said it. I'm just
No, that thing looks like it is.
I'm really scared.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Alright, anyway, we're gonna end this video here. I love you guys so much. I will
Is
keep
this
you
blurry or
updated.
is it my
It's
eyes?
your eyes. I will continue to keep you guys updated. I love you so much. We will see you later and
Stay
stay
A1.
A1.